The founding fathers of the United States understood a fundamental truth. They knew that freedom was a precious and fragile thing, something that could easily be lost if not carefully guarded. It needed constant vigilance and protection, a duty that falls upon every generation. This is why they enshrined the right to keep and bear arms as the Second Amendment to the Constitution, ensuring that the people would always have the means to defend their freedoms. This right is not about hunting or sport, though those activities are also protected. It is about the very essence of a free people's ability to defend themselves, their families, and their communities. It is about safeguarding our liberties against all threats, both foreign and domestic, ensuring that no force can easily subjugate the American people. The Second Amendment stands as a bulwark against tyranny, a clear and unyielding line that protects our way of life. It is a clear message to any would-be tyrant, a warning that the American spirit of resistance is alive and well. The American people will not be disarmed, nor will they be easily controlled. They will not be subjugated, for they understand the value of their freedoms and the cost of losing them. This right is not a relic of the past, but a vital necessity for the present and the future, a safeguard that must be maintained. It ensures that the citizens of this great nation remain, as they were intended to be, the ultimate guardians of their own destiny, capable of standing up against any threat. The Second Amendment is not just a right, it is a responsibility. It is a duty, a call to every citizen to be prepared and vigilant. It is a call to every citizen to be prepared to defend their life, their liberty, and their pursuit of happiness, to stand ready in the face of any challenge. It is a reminder that freedom is not free, that it comes with a price that must be paid by each generation. It comes at a price that generations past have paid in blood and sacrifice, a price that we must be willing to pay today. It is a price that we must be willing to pay today to ensure that the torch of liberty continues to burn bright for generations to come, a torch that symbolizes hope and freedom. This right, enshrined in the Bill of Rights, is not a gift from the government, but a recognition of an inherent truth. It is an inherent right endowed by our Creator, a right that exists independent of any government. It is a right that no government can legitimately infringe upon, a right that stands above the whims of politics. The Second Amendment is not a suggestion, it is the law of the land, a fundamental part of our national identity. It is a testament to the enduring spirit of freedom that burns brightly within the heart of every American, a spirit that will never be extinguished. The Founding Fathers were deeply skeptical of centralized power. They had witnessed firsthand the dangers of a government that held too much control over its people. They had just fought a bloody revolution to free themselves from the tyranny of King George III. The struggle for independence was not just a battle against a foreign power, but a fight for the very principles of self-governance and individual liberty. They knew that power corrupts, and that absolute power corrupts absolutely. This understanding was deeply ingrained in their philosophy and influenced the very foundation of the new nation they were building. That's why they designed a system of government with checks and balances. They wanted to ensure that no single branch could dominate the others, creating a delicate balance that would protect the freedoms they had fought so hard to secure. The Second Amendment is one of the most important checks on government overreach. It was included in the Bill of Rights to guarantee that the people would always have the means to defend their freedoms. It ensures that the ultimate power remains with the people. This amendment is not just about the right to bear arms. It is about the fundamental principle that the government should serve the people, not the other way around. Thomas Jefferson, the author of the Declaration of Independence, wrote, "When governments fear the people, there is liberty. When people fear the government, there is tyranny." His words echo through the ages, reminding us of the importance of maintaining a vigilant and empowered citizenry. This stark contrast highlights the delicate balance that must be maintained to preserve freedom and prevent oppression. The Second Amendment ensures that the government has reason to fear the people. It acts as a deterrent against potential abuses of power, reminding those in authority that they are accountable to the citizens. It serves as a constant reminder that the citizens are not subjects. They are active participants in the governance of their country with the right and responsibility to defend their liberties. They are the true masters of their own destiny. This empowerment is a cornerstone of the American identity. fostering a sense of ownership and responsibility for the nation's future. History is replete with examples of governments disarming their citizens only to turn on them with brutal force. These tragic events serve as powerful lessons on the importance of maintaining a well-armed and vigilant populace. The atrocities committed by totalitarian regimes in the 20th century stand as stark reminders of what can happen when citizens are stripped of their right to defend themselves. From Nazi Germany to Soviet Russia to Communist China, the consequences of disarmament are clear and devastating. The pattern is clear: disarm the people and then enslave them. This sequence of events has been repeated throughout history, underscoring the critical importance of the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment is a safeguard against such horrors ever taking root on American soil. It is a bulwark against tyranny, ensuring that the American people retain the means to protect their freedoms. It is a line in the sand, a declaration that the American people will never be victims of tyranny. This commitment to liberty is a defining characteristic of the nation, rooted in the sacrifices and wisdom of the Founding Fathers. It is a testament to the courage and foresight of our Founding Fathers, who recognized that the price of liberty is eternal vigilance. Their legacy is a call to action for every generation to remain vigilant and proactive in defending their rights. And it is a call to action for every generation to uphold and defend this sacred right, for it is the very cornerstone of our freedom. The responsibility to protect and preserve liberty rests with each of us, ensuring that the principles of freedom endure for future generations. The United States has been blessed with geographical isolation, a natural barrier that has historically shielded us from many external threats. Vast oceans separate us from many of the world's traditional powers, creating a buffer that has often kept conflicts at bay. However, this does not make us immune to the threat of foreign invasion. The world is ever-changing and new threats can emerge unexpectedly. Just look at the state of our southern border and the current administration's failures to do anything substantial to stop the invasion. History teaches us that even the most powerful nations can be vulnerable to attack. No fortress is impregnable, and no nation is invincible. The Founding Fathers understood this, and they knew that a standing army, while necessary, might not always be sufficient to defend our vast nation. They envisioned a country where citizens were prepared to take up arms in defense of their homeland. The Revolutionary War itself is a testament to the importance of a well-armed citizenry in repelling foreign invaders. Ordinary people, driven by a desire for freedom, stood up against a formidable empire. The British had a professional army, well-trained and well-equipped. The colonists, on the other hand, were ordinary citizens who took up arms to defend their homes and families. They were farmers, blacksmiths, and shopkeepers, united by a common cause. These citizen soldiers, the Minutemen, formed the backbone of the Continental Army. Their readiness and resolve were crucial in the fight for independence. They played a pivotal role in securing our nation's independence, demonstrating the power of a united and well-armed populace. Fast forward to the modern era, and we see the continued relevance of an armed citizenry in places like Switzerland. This small nation has long understood the value of preparedness. This small nation, nestled in the heart of Europe, has maintained a policy of armed neutrality for centuries. Their strategy is a model of how a nation can remain secure without aggressive posturing. Every Swiss citizen is trained and equipped to defend their country. This universal training ensures that the entire population is ready to respond to any threat. This policy, coupled with the Swiss people's renowned marksmanship, has deterred invasion for generations. Their commitment to defense is a powerful deterrent. The lesson is clear: a well-armed citizenry is a deterrent to foreign aggression. It creates a formidable obstacle for any potential invader. It sends a powerful message to any potential adversary: we are prepared and we will defend our land. An invasion of the United States would not be a walk in the park. It would be met with fierce resistance from a people who are deeply invested in their freedom and possess the means to defend it. The Second Amendment is not just about personal liberty, it is about national security. It ensures that we, as a nation, are always ready to defend our sovereignty. It is about ensuring that the United States remains a beacon of freedom for centuries to come. Our armed citizenry is a testament to our enduring commitment to liberty and security. The old adage, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, rings especially true when it comes to protecting our communities. While law enforcement plays a vital role in maintaining order, the simple truth is that police cannot be everywhere at all times. When seconds count, help is minutes and often hours away. This is where the Second Amendment comes into play, empowering law-abiding citizens to act as a first line of defense against criminals. Criminals, by their very nature, seek out easy targets. They prey on the weak and vulnerable. A well-armed populace, however, presents a significant deterrent to criminal activity. The knowledge that potential victims may be able to defend themselves is often enough to make a criminal think twice before striking. Numerous studies have shown that areas with higher rates of gun ownership tend to have lower rates of violent crime, and places with the strictest gun laws have higher rates of violent crime. This is not a coincidence. Criminals are far less likely to target individuals they believe may be armed. This deterrent effect is a powerful argument in favor of the Second Amendment. It underscores the vital role that responsible gun ownership plays in keeping our communities safe. The Second Amendment is not about vigilantism. It is about responsible citizens exercising their right to self-defense and the defense of their communities. It is about empowering individuals to protect themselves, their families, and their property from those who would do them harm. It is about ensuring that the good guys have the means to stop the bad guys before they can wreak havoc. In conclusion, the Second Amendment is important now like never before. It ensures we have a way to secure our rights from constant infringement. It is the ultimate safeguard against a tyrannical government. Without the Second Amendment, all our rights are at risk. When a nation mistrusts its citizens with guns, it is sending a clear message. It no longer trusts its citizens because such a government has evil plans. These words from George Washington resonate profoundly today. He also stated, "When government takes away citizens' right to bear arms, it becomes citizens' duty to take away government's right to govern." The Second Amendment is not just a right, it is a duty. It is a duty to be armed and vigilant. It is a duty to protect your family, your community, your nation, your property, your rights, and your freedoms. Being vigilant means staying informed and prepared. It means understanding the importance of this constitutional right and standing up for it. It means recognizing that the power to protect and preserve our way of life lies in the hands of responsible, well-informed citizens. As we navigate the complexities of modern society, let us remember that the Second Amendment is more than just a legal provision. It is a foundational element of our national identity, a testament to our commitment to liberty and justice. So let us honor this duty with the seriousness it deserves. Let us remain vigilant, informed, and prepared to defend our rights and freedoms. For in doing so, we ensure that the spirit of liberty continues to burn brightly for generations to come. Thank you for watching. Stay frosty, friends. Keep your head down and your powder dry.